stand if you're able for the entry of the procession.
Mr. Chancellor, this convocation has been duly authorized and convened by the Academic Senate for the purpose of granting degrees. The candidates now stand before you. Everything is in order. The mace is in place. The Assembly now awaits your pleasure, sir.
Thank you. The convocation for Nipissing University is now in session. Please remain standing for the national anthem if you are able. Thank you. I'm pleased to introduce Mary Ann Berube, past chair of the Nipissing University Board of Governors, who will provide the invocation. Please remain standing. Mary Ann.
Welcome, parents, family, and friends, and congratulations to our graduates. On this auspicious day, which for many of us gathered here marks both an end and a beginning, on behalf of the Nipissing community as a whole, we want to acknowledge and recognize the efforts, love, and commitment of all those who have made this possible, the journey thus taken so far. For education is a community endeavor. We sincerely hope that, in the spirit building strong and just communities, our graduates will continue their journeys guided by wisdom and ongoing passion for learning. In the challenges they must inevitably face and the delights we wish for them, may they be generous and kind, open-hearted and wise, passionate and just. May they be a guide for others, and may their actions be a model worthy of emulation. Thank you.
Please be seated.
Good afternoon, everyone. We have almost filled our 1,200 seats in the auditorium. I welcome our honored platform guests, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Senate, faculty, staff, graduates, students, and the many, many family members and friends, and the special guests that we have here with us today. Bonjour tout le monde, bonjour Anin. We are so grateful that Nipissing University is located in the traditional territory of the Nipissing First Nation within the Robinson-Huron Treaty of 1850. We also acknowledge the nearby Anishinaabeg communities of Dokis First Nation and Temagami First Nation. My name is Kevin Walmsley, and it is my honor to serve as President and Vice Chancellor of Nipissing University, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 Convocation ceremony. I'm pleased to welcome our Chancellor, Paul Cook, and I'm pleased to say happy birthday to our Chancellor, Paul Cook, for the second time today. It's still his birthday. I welcome the member of the Board of Governors, Mary Ann Berube, my esteemed colleagues, the Stage Party, and all of our professors and staff, current students, and you, the graduates, and your friends and family. Today, we welcome a very special individual who was born and raised in North Bay, a person who has already earned a degree from Nipissing University, but has gone on to become a scholar, a world-class athlete, an international consultant, and an expert advisor and advocate who educates disability organizations and educational institutions. You probably know Rob Shaw, actually already Dr. Rob Shaw, as one of the world's outstanding tennis players, world-ranked, Paralympian, about to be Paralympian again, numerous Canadian titles, numerous international titles, gold medal at the 2019 Para-Pan Am Games, silver at the 2023 Para-Pan Am Games, and ranked in the top 10 worldwide. But you must also know Rob as a PhD prepared scholar who utilizes his research to advocate for better outcomes for individuals with spinal cord injuries, better outcomes for disabled athletes, better policies and services for people with disabilities in Canada and around the world. And I believe that on this trajectory, Rob Shaw will be mentioned in the same sentence as Rick Hansen very shortly for that advocacy. We are so proud today to welcome Rob Shaw to his second degree from Nipissing University as part of your class of 2024. Graduands, it is my distinct pleasure to serve as your President and Vice Chancellor. As President, it's a pleasure of mine to attend all of the important university events, to celebrate the successes of our Nipissing University students and the academic successes of our faculty and our staff members as well. But events like today really mark the importance of what we do as a university, and that is to celebrate your accomplishment of earning a degree from Nipissing University. As an academic and a scholar, I must say that today is our most important day in the calendar and my favorite event. We're here today to celebrate the granting of your degrees in the Faculty of Education and Professional Studies, the Schulich School of Education, including the Bachelor of Education, Primary Junior, and the Bachelor of Education, Junior Intermediate. All of your energies and efforts over these past years culminate in your crossing the stage to announce this great achievement. And of course, the signal of change in your lives towards maybe further education or heading out in the important service of teaching others. And so the cycle continues, paying it forward to the next generations of students. Today's ceremony signifies that this special place, Nipissing University, has been a part of your lives and has changed who you are as a person. But just as importantly, we remember that through your participation and your contributions to all aspects of our campus life, whether it's in the classroom, in the residences, in student government, student clubs, or on our fields, our courts, and our ice and snow, and in the community placements and service, you've been a part of changing the fabric of this university, an institution that is always the sum of its parts, always in motion, and always striving to be a better place. Together, we're all a community of scholars, both new, sitting before me, and experienced, sitting on the stage. While you leave our halls of education today with an academic degree, please know that this is a designation that comes with an important responsibility, because it is a true privilege to attend university, to complete a degree. And you carry with you not just knowledge and facts and formulas and certifications. You've engaged in the process of learning, and you're going to pass that along to the next generation. And this is a process where the classroom is everywhere. Everywhere we go on this classroom, on this campus is a classroom. It's academic, it's social, sometimes political, and you've been engaged in the process of relationship building with your important mentors, just as you are going to go out and mentor the next generation. And of course, there are the relationships with your fellow students who are now your friends. Attending so many events across campus over the past 3 years, I've seen your work, I've seen your commitment, your talent, and your energy as Nipissing students. I really wish I could see you in the classroom. I'm very hopeful for the future because of what I've seen, because I see that it's in good hands. It's in your hands to take on the challenges that confront us in this world and to show that great potential that you have. So when you leave us today to start that next chapter in your lives, think about making a commitment to the community where you will eventually settle. because it was a dedicated community that helped to support you to this point. And think about a commitment of service to others. What better way to honor your experiences here at Nipissing? When you arrived here, you were open to ideas and to possibilities and came here to breathe in what others had to say, to read, to analyze, to think, to learn how to teach. But also, you learned how to contribute. And that's really what the mark of a good university is. To serve as an intellectual oasis which builds not just a foundation of knowledge, but just as importantly, builds the process of learning. So I ask you to head out with your degrees, but do not forsake the process of learning. Don't close the door to ideas and possibilities because you have your degree in hand. I challenge you to use your Nipissing degree, the knowledge and experience you've gained, to take a more difficult path and to build bridges with the people that you may disagree with. Build bridges between people to solve problems in our world. Because we live in a society with ever-widening chasms on the issues of the day, so please build bridges to help us find our way. And be grateful, like I am, for all that you have every day. And today, please take a moment to say thank you to those who helped you along your way, and they're sitting here among the 1,200, your parents, your friends, your siblings, your grandparents, your professors, our staff. Graduates, please give a wave and a round of applause to those who helped you along the way. Okay, a bit of housekeeping time. Parents and friends, if you wish to take a photo of your graduate crossing the stage, check the program, and you'll see when your graduate is expected to be here. The graduates are going to approach in groups of 8 to 10 over here, and you may approach using the center aisle. And as your graduate crosses the stage, you may move over towards the left. And there will be staff there to direct you. And the Chancellor, Paul Cook, and I would be pleased to take a photo with you. And so as a reminder, graduates, you're going to see some places to stop here. One of them is to be hooded on this little blue X. And then you're going to walk over there. If you'd like to take a photo with myself and the Chancellor, go to that X. And I want you to exit behind me, not in front of me, because I don't want anybody stepping off the stage where the flowers are there. Go behind and down the ramp for your safety. Information about a photography service can be found in the chair in front of you. There's a QR code. Check it out. There's also other information that's important in there. In closing, on this wonderful day of honoring your great achievement, a university degree, a Nipissing degree, I congratulate you and I wish you all the best. I now invite the Chancellor, Dr. Paul Cook, to the podium.
Thank you, Kevin. It is my pleasure to call upon Dr. Ann Barbara Graff to provide the citation for the honorary degree to Robert Shaw. I also invite Rob to the podium while the citation is being read.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. I have the pleasure today of introducing Robert Shaw. Robert was born and raised in North Bay, Ontario. He attended Chippewa High School, graduated from the BPHE program at Nipissing University in 2013, and completed his PhD in interdisciplinary studies at the University of British Columbia in 2021. Having incurred a traumatic cervical spinal cord injury in 2011, he is greatly aware and knowledgeable about the many barriers restricting participation and access for people with disabilities. This knowledge and experience helped form the foundation for his PhD research that investigated the impact that peer support can have for people with spinal cord injury. His research is being used to advance how disability organizations measure and evaluate outcomes related to peer support, select and train peer mentors, and deliver peer support services. He was awarded over $350,000 in scholarships during his PhD and postdoctoral fellowships, and has published 18 refereed papers, 2 book chapters, 12 abstracts, and delivered 21 conference presentations. The knowledge mobilized from his research findings have been disseminated and used in Canada and abroad which has led to him being sought out and engaged as a consultant for national and international organizations like Lululemon Athletica, the Rick Hansen Foundation, the Government of Canada, BNP Paribas International Banking Group, and the United Nations to improve products, policies, and services for people with disabilities in Canada and around the world. Outside of academia, Rob volunteers as a spinal cord injury peer mentor and has acted as a disability advisor for academic institutions regarding classroom, campus, and curriculum accessibility. Dr. Shaw is also a major advocate of sports for people with disabilities. He volunteers as a coach at introductory community tennis events and has been competing internationally in wheelchair tennis as a member of Teen Canada for 8 years. His professional tennis career has seen him win 6 Canadian national singles and doubles titles to go along with 47 ITF Tour titles. He secured gold at the 2019 Parapan Am Games, silver at the 2013 Parapan Am Games, achieved a career high ranking of number 6 in the world, represented Canada at the Tokyo Paralympics, and is a 3-time Grand Slam doubles finalist. In addition to being a professional player, Dr. Shaw sits on the ITF Classification Science Advisory Group, is Vice Chair of the ITF Player Council, is a member of Tennis Canada's Mental Health Strategy Task Force, and was appointed the position of Athlete Representative for Wheelchair Tennis Canada, where he provides recommendations to ensure the sport of wheelchair tennis evolves in a fair and equitable manner for all participating athletes. Mr. Chancellor, I wish to certify that the Academic Senate and Board of Governors of Nipissing University has duly approved the candidate presented before you to receive an honorary Doctorate of Education honoris causa from this institution. I hereby accordingly request that you confer the degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon Robert Shaw the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa.
See, this microphone's on. Yeah, okay, great. I think I need you to follow me around and introduce me at all my speaking engagements, because that felt pretty good up there. On a serious note, I know there's over 200 of you here right now, and it is warm in here with the gowns on, so I'm going to try to make this as speedy and fast as possible. First and foremost, thank you to Dr. Kevin Walmsley and the Honorary Degrees Committee for bestowing this honor upon me. It's something that I never obviously dreamed would ever happen. Didn't even know it was possible for me to achieve this type of honor. So it's just incredible to be sitting in front of you all today here. Graduates, congratulations to each of you on your incredible achievement here today. When I saw you all walking through the hall there and we were applauding you, I couldn't help but smile at all the smiles on your faces. So you all look amazing. I really hope that you are feeling proud of what you've accomplished here today. Over the past few years, because of my competition schedule, I was forced to miss both my undergraduate and my graduate studies graduations. So it's kind of an added bonus and a real pleasure to be a part of your graduation here today. As a high-performance athlete, I get the privilege of traveling around the world to compete. But there's something really special to me about coming back to North Bay and to the Nipissing campus. When I first started my undergraduate degree here back in 2008, the campus was a shadow of what it is today. There was no Harris Learning Library, no student center, and your interim dean right now, Dr. Graydon Raymer, used to teach me physiology labs in a portable. So it's really remarkable how things transform and grow over such a short period. And I hope that you all took time to appreciate this wonderful institution and the memories that it helped shape for you to reflect on in the future. Now, when I was notified that I would be honored here today, I was admittedly taken aback. I often don't think of myself as worthy of this type of acknowledgement or praise. But most importantly, I was very hesitant about giving this commencement speech. I'm fairly comfortable behind a microphone. I've gotten used to giving talks academically at conferences, but I honestly couldn't think of why this graduating class would find me particularly inspiring. And the truth is, like, maybe you don't. Most of you probably didn't know who I was before that whole spiel. And because of that, there might not be a reason to be inspired by me. And that's okay. I'm not a teacher. I'm not going to pretend to give you advice on how to become a successful one. But if you'll humor me for just a few minutes, I do have one perspective that I think could be useful for at least some of you in the audience here to hear. So for the longest time, sort of over the last decade, I've heard people say, you have to love your work, or you have to follow your passion, or your work should make you happy. I heard these phrases from professors during my PhD. I heard them from various coaches and sports psychologists during my athletic career. And whenever I heard these phrases, I would get really annoyed and I'd get really discouraged. I got annoyed because it felt like they were speaking from a position that was available to very few people in the world. And I got discouraged because that didn't feel like who I was and what my experience was. Now, of course, there are people who are fortunate enough to truly love their careers. And hopefully, there are some of you, graduates in this room right now, who feel that way about teaching. But my experience is that you don't actually need to love your work in order to be happy and successful. People always falsely assume that I love what I do and that I must be so happy all the time because I get to travel the world, play tennis, see amazing people, meet amazing people. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of aspects of my job that I really do love. And there's moments on tour that do bring me a lot of happiness. But to me, and you can ask my girlfriend here, that's not my day-to-day reality. Sometimes I don't love tennis, but that doesn't mean that I hate it either. Sometimes I'm not happy, but that doesn't mean that I want to quit. Most of the time, I just like tennis, and I'm very content with the lifestyle that it provides me. There's nothing wrong with that, and yet some of us here have been taught, and I especially have been taught, that there is something wrong with it, because you're expected to love what you do and be happy doing it. The truth is that there's a vast space between loving your work and hating your work. Finding a good spot somewhere in that space for yourself, I think should be your goal, and is a very healthy goal to try to achieve. Most of you are embarking on what I personally believe is one of the most challenging and important professions. Before my injury, that was my goal. My intention was to become a teacher, just like many of you will in the future. I fully expect you all to struggle at times in your careers, because what you're intending to do is not easy. Teaching is not easy. There will be times where you'll question if you've made the right decision to become a teacher. And you might even wake up some mornings and think, I don't love my work. I don't love teaching. I don't love what I do. The big point I want to make is this. In those moments of self-doubt, give yourself a break. Don't feel like you're failing just because you don't love your work. It's okay to not love what you do. Most of the time, it's okay to just like what you do. I've had a lot of success in both my academic and athletic careers by just liking the work that I do and loving what my work allows me to do in my free time. So as you enter this next chapter of your lives, just remember that it's okay if you don't absolutely love your career choice. Some of you might be sitting there right now and thinking, I've gone through 3+ years of schooling and I don't really love teaching these kids. Don't panic, that's okay. What matters most is finding joy in your career journey, taking pride in all that you accomplish along the way, and just please ensure that outside of work, you have people and hobbies to love. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. It is my privilege to congratulate Rob on his honorary degree, to thank him for his words of inspiration, and for all that he is doing to make the world a better place. An honor song is an Indigenous way to celebrate and show respect to a particular person or group of people. Today, Jacob Dayfox will perform an honor song to commend the 2024 graduates of Nipissing University. During his performance, please stand and refrain from taking photographs or videos. Jacob? Thank you, Jacob. Please be seated. We will now confer the degrees. As the names are read, the reader will also recognize any graduates who are receiving awards. The candidates will then walk up the ramp to be met by the Dean, Dr. Graydon Raymer, to be hooded, then to be officially admitted by the Chancellor and receive congratulations from the President. We encourage faculty to stand and congratulate the graduates as they cross the stage, and the audience is welcome to celebrate with applause.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Daniel Jarvis. I'm the Associate Dean, interim of the Bachelor of Education programs, and it's my pleasure to serve as reader for you this afternoon. Mr. Chancellor, following are the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Education in the primary and junior divisions. Alicia Atchison Vadno. Mackenzie Ansems. Lady Portia Badu. Emma Bailey. Abby Barnes, recipient of the J.W. Trussler Proficiency Award in Education. Laura May Barr. Taylor Bartlett. Shannon Beauchesne, recipient of the J.W. Tressler Proficiency Award in Education. Alexandra Bielhartz. Caitlin Belfry. Sarah Bennett. Elisha Byer. Rachel Blackburn. Abigail Elizabeth Bourgeois. Ashley Brayson. Kiana Brownsnow. Tiana Burns. Hallie Cartmel. Ben Kavanaugh. Grace Clark. Megan Alicia Coughlin. Madison Couture. Megan Couturier. Elizabeth Cunnington. Cassandra D'Angelo. Melissa Davis. Marissa Dawson Goebel. Jessica Dolson. Maria Domenico. Chase Donaghy. Sophia Donaldson. Marissa Dower. Liam Bennett Draffen. Emma Dundas. Vanessa Ferranda. Ashley Ferranti. Mackenzie Sarah Flan. Isabel Gamas, recipient of the J.W. Tressler Proficiency Award in Education. Katerina Galanitsas. Cassandra Galizzi. Rachel Giantsopoulos. Emily Gillies. Charlotte Goodale. Melissa Gray. Lindsay Gregory. Carly Grote. Megan Hall. Emma Hamilton. Quinn Harding. Madiev Hart. Fatima Hassan. Alicia Haff. Tiana Heather. Karina Holden. Sydney Horsford. Julia Howe. Christina Beatrice Hugh Harris. Olivia Hunt. Mark Isabel. Kristen Jackson. Maria Christine Jafari. Megan Johnson. Gabrielle Yutzi, recipient of the President's Gold Medal. Lexi Kay. Chloe Keating. Haley Kell. Tucker King. Mackenzie LaGrove. Rachel Leck. Yenna Lee. Allison Lockhart. Alexandra Loney. Zoe Lukács. Emma Lyle. Avery McLeod. Hannah Markham. Victoria Matheson. Carly McLean. Deanna Medeiros. Catherine Milne. Mackenzie Morris. Letitia Neal. Alicia Neal. Rosemary Constantina Nera. Tara Nolan. Nimra Noman, recipient of the Anne Patricia Graham Memorial Award. Sydney Norman. Emily Oriotis. Rachel Osborne. Sarah Politza. Sarah Palmieri Charles. Mackenzie Pennebaker. Kelsey Percival. Jurgi Purahanik. Caitlin Perrin. Chantal Fippen. Cameron Piggott. Shaylin Pinkney. Emma Victoria Lynn Pond. Courtney Quayle. Emily Eileen Rainey. Jacob Rice. Miranda Rideout, recipient of the Dr. Manfred Hankey Memorial Award. Caitlin Rodick. Alexis Roumeliatis. Brooke Rumble. Daria Sanger. Susanna Sanz Rivera. Anand Sarju. Daniel Sarlo. Josh Soffel. Caitlin Saunders. Emily Scarpino. Catherine Schefter. Melanie Schutten. Megan Sears. Michael Scott. Sancha Sebastian. Danielle Seguin. Kennedy Serador. Elena Silvestri. Dorian Smith. Quinn Snyder. Amber Snyder. Abigail Spencer. Taylor Stewart. Julia Sullivan. Distant. Pamela Sullivan. Allison Sylvester. Nicole Genevieve Tatham. Molly Taylor. Kayla Terpstra. Hannah Thompson. Caitlin Turner. James Vincent. David Wallace. Kaylin Want. Rebe West. Ashanta White. Sydney Whitehouse. Ryan Weidman. Andrew Wilson. Kylie Wright. Mitchell Young.
Mr. Chancellor, the following are the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Education, Junior Intermediate. Kristen Allington. Elise Andrews. Julie Barb Walker. Emma Berkvins. Bradley Bertrand. Marcus Biasati. Michael Francis Bothwell. Naomi Breton. Trevor Bush. Selena Marie Case. Christopher Clark. Mitchell Kronk. Lauren DeYoung. Maxwell Dickinson. Peter Divalek. Laura Duncan. Shane Easington. Thomas Farrell, recipient of the Allen and Joyce Johnson Scholarship. Brooke Finlayson. Jillian Erin Glover Sams. Serena Pamela Goad, recipient of the Allen and Lois Schmidt Award. Ryan Hardy. Grace Harnett. Caitlin Hogeschertz. Angeline Humphrey, recipient of the Tressler Proficiency Awards in Education. Jacqueline Hurley. Clara Dayspring Jarvis, recipient of the Brooke Dossiger Memorial Award. Dr. Daniel Jarvis, Professor and Associate Dean of Bachelor of Education programs, will be hooding his daughter, Clara Jarvis. Scott Johnston. Jennifer Joyner.
Claudia Jones. Michael Jones. Yura Kalanaskos. Herman Crack. Cameron Lizer. Connor McInnes. Lachlan Kent McInnes. Brad McKenzie. Cheryl Marriott. Logan McCrum. Lindsay McGuire. Quinn McLeeson. Hannah Malash. Seamus Merkley. Madison McConey. Jack Mills. Andrew Meisner. Danielle Morrison. Alexander Novicic. Jenny O'Brien. Patrick O'Brien. Tyler Omerod. Trevor O'Shaughnessy. James Michael Owen. Emily Ann Parrish. Sarah Pekoski-Schwer, recipient of the Sandra Nesterenko Memorial Award. Cameron Perry. Emily Rathwell. Natalie Roy. Mitchell Rudman. Erica Stefnitz. Madison Stitt. Mark Taddison. Chantel Texera. Marissa Telzer. Sophie Tremblay. Rachel Tunis. Cole Van Meerbergen. Ethan Vaudry. Chad Walker. Jordan Wand. Taylor Wetzel, recipient of the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario Near North Local Award. Nicholas Whitla. Cameron Williams. Receiving her Bachelor of Arts for Child and Family Studies today with us is Michaela Villeneuve.
candidates for degrees please rise? Mr. Chancellor, I wish to certify that all the graduates who have been presented to you today, whether in person or in name only, as approved by Senate, have successfully completed the course of study prescribed by the Senate of this university and have been awarded the degree or diploma to which they are entitled. I hereby accordingly request that you formally confer the awards upon them.
In accordance with the laws of the province and by virtue of authority vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby confer upon you these degrees and diplomas. And this is my very favorite part of being Chancellor. Honored guest, may I introduce to you the 2024 graduates of the Faculty of Education and Professional Studies. Please be seated. At this time, I'm delighted to introduce Robin Jones, Master of Environmental Science 2020, who will share greetings on behalf of the Nipissing University Alumni Advisory Board. Robin?
Thank you. Dear Nipissing alumni, my name is Robin Jones and I'm a proud Nipissing graduate with a Master's of Environmental Science from the class of 2020. I joined the Nipissing Alumni Advisory Board in 2021 and today, on behalf of the board, I'm honored to extend a heartfelt congratulations to you on this significant occasion. Your dedication and hard work have led you to this moment. It's an achievement that's worth celebrating. As you embark on this new chapter, remember that you're now connected to a vast network of over 42,000 alumni worldwide. This network can provide support, guidance, and opportunity as you continue to grow and succeed in your endeavors. Embrace this new chapter with pride and confidence, knowing that you have the support of the Nipissing Alumni Advisory Board and your fellow alumni behind you. Take a moment to reflect on your experiences that have shaped you, the bonds forged, the knowledge gained, and the cherished memories you've created. Every experience you've faced and every triumph you've celebrated has contributed to your growth and resilience. The experiences you've shared here will continue to shape and inspire you as you embark on the next phase of your life. So going forward, carry the Nipissing pride with you and uphold our alma mater's values by positively impacting the world. As an Alumni Association member, we pledge to foster your connection with the Nipissing community and provide avenues for you to remain engaged with Nipissing University and the wider North Bay community. So please join us at this year's homecoming event on September 20th to 22nd. Watch for your exclusive invitation to our July email tailored to new graduates. Stay engaged through social media, our e-newsletter, and various events. Remember to take advantage of your exclusive discounts and benefits that being a Lakers alumnus provides you. So congratulations, Lakers. After the ceremony, please join us in Gym A for a celebratory reception with your fellow alumni, faculty, staff, and our cherished supporters. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Robin. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce Matt Devono, Vice President, Finance and Administration, who will share greetings on behalf of the Nipissing University Student Union. Matt?
Thank you. Dear graduates, distinguished faculty members, and honored guests, It is an honor to stand before you today, representing the Nipissing University Student Union, to celebrate the remarkable achievements of the Schulich School of Education's graduating class. I am personally filled with joy and pride as I address you all on this momentous occasion. As education graduates, you have chosen a noble profession. You have dedicated your time, energy, and passion to the betterment of people of all ages. You have taken on the responsibility of molding the leaders, innovators, and changemakers of tomorrow. This is no small task, and it requires a level of commitment and selflessness that is truly admirable. Making it through the hurdles of academic life is not easy, and it is impossible to do it alone. As graduates, you should be proud of all that you have accomplished, but you should also recognize the support that you have received along the way, from your family, friends, and supporters who have encouraged you when you felt disheartened, to the faculty and staff who provided guidance, to your peers who offered a listening ear and a helping hand, and to the North Bay community that welcomed you with open arms. All of these individuals and groups played a role in helping you reach this wonderful milestone. Your success is a testament not only to your own hard work and dedication, but to the power of community and the importance of having a support system. Remember to thank those who helped you along the way, and pay it forward by being a source of support and encouragement to others. Just how I was encouraged to continue my education at this amazing university from my parents, who are alumni from the Bachelor of Education program. We hope you all look back at this chapter fondly, whether it was taking countless photos of groundhogs, learning to play the recorder, or watching the sunsets at our wonderful waterfront. We are confident that the memories and friendships you have made will still make you smile for years to come. As you embark on this next chapter of your life, we leave you with these words from Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. Take chances, make mistakes, and get messy. Congratulations, graduates.
I invite the following graduate to join me on the stage, Gabriella Jutzi. President's Gold Medal is presented to the student who attains the highest academic average in all courses in their degree program. I'm pleased to announce that this year's recipient is Gabriella Jutzi. Congratulations.
I would invite Anna Pearson to join me on the stage. The Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching, CASBU, was established to recognize contract faculty members with an outstanding record of exceptional teaching and who play a significant role in the education of Nipissing University students. Anna Pearson is deeply committed to the interdisciplinary learning, research, and teacher education. She is completing her PhD in education with a specialization in language, culture, and teaching at York University. Her research is centered on experiential learning and post-secondary history education, focusing on developing pedagogy for engaging with sites of conflict, trauma, and commemoration. Anna holds a Bachelor of Arts honors in History and French, Bachelor of Education, and a Master of Education with an emphasis on educational leadership from Nipissing University. Additionally, she completed a graduate diploma specializing in post-secondary education at York University. Anna has strong roots in Northern Ontario. In 2012, she joined the Near North School Board and taught at Sunset Park Public School as a French immersion teacher for over 8 years. Anna teaches across disciplines in both French and English. As a Franco-Ontarian, she champions language acquisition, enriching her students' experience through diverse pedagogical approaches, including music, film, immerse activities, and guest speakers from the Francophone world. In all of her teaching, Anna emphasizes the importance of linking the past to the present and provides her students with opportunities to make meaningful connections that empower them to identify as global citizens. Committed to fostering an inclusive learning environment, she stresses the value of empathy, whether inside or outside the classroom. Anna is deeply involved with the Ontario Ministry of Education's development of the Holocaust education and countering anti-Semitism curriculum. As a critical reader and consultant for these initiatives, she is committed to promoting historical understanding and social justice within the educational framework. In 2019, Anna returned to Nipissing University as a professional associate at the Center for the Study of State Violence, collaborating with scholars to provide the professional development opportunities for pre-service and in-service teachers. In 2021, she joined the Schulich School of Education as a CASBU instructor, teaching social studies for the primary, junior, and intermediate divisions. In this role, she is dedicated to nurturing engaged, and socially conscious educators. Anna emphasizes the importance of instilling a love of history and social studies in her teaching candidates, encouraging them to become active and engaged citizens who critically examine the world around him. In recognition of her commitment to fostering inclusive and informed educational practices, Anna has received numerous awards and fellowships, including the Prime Minister's Award of Teaching Excellence and the Canadian Society for Yad Vasman's Outstanding Educator Award. It is indeed my pleasure to award Anna Pearson the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching. Graduates, all that stands between you and your post-graduation celebration are a few final remarks from me as your Chancellor. And in recognition of that, I will try to keep my comments brief. I wish to begin my address today by thanking our past President, Dr. Mike DeGagne, and our current President, Dr. Kevin Walmsley, for the incredible, unique, and rewarding opportunity to fulfill the role of Chancellor for Nipissing University for the past 8 years. It has been an honor for me to serve as the fourth Chancellor in the proud history of Nipissing University. All the convocations I have participated in have been very special, but these will be the most memorable as they will be my last. When I was installed as your Chancellor, I set 4 goals for myself. These were to raise the profile of the university, to build lasting and meaningful partnerships between our institution and our community, to support the board, the office of the president, and our faculty and staff, and last but not least, to enrich student life and contribute towards student success. I wish to thank the board, the office of the president, our faculty and staff, and our students for always making me feel welcome and for their ongoing support as I attempted to achieve these goals. I congratulate each of you on the commitment and dedication that have earned you a degree from Nipissing University. And while I know you have made sacrifices, it is also important to recognize that your families, partners, and friends have also made sacrifices on your behalf. In fact, a number of the people in this room, including many parents, will no doubt be continuing to pay for these sacrifices for many years to come. At this time, I think it is appropriate for us to collectively thank these people for all of the love and support they have provided to you on your academic journey. The best part of being your chancellor has always been the opportunity to meet and interact with students. During my time here, I have always asked our students, why did you choose Nipissing University and why were you successful? In their responses to these questions, students usually identified the size of our institution, including classroom sizes, as well as the reputation of our friendly, professional, and caring faculty as their reasons for attending Nipissing University or the reason they experienced student success. Many of your faculty have joined us here today. I invite you to join me in recognizing them for all of the support they have provided to you during your time here at Nipissing. Like your alumni, I encourage you to stay in touch with Nipissing University. We are always excited and proud to hear about your milestones as you move forward with your lives. Come to an alumni event. Keep in touch with a favorite professor or coach and use some of the alumni benefits to which you are entitled. Your professors, and indeed this institution, have made investments in you just as you have invested in your education, and we hope to continue this relationship as you make your way in the world as a proud Laker. American television journalist and author Tom Brokaw once said, "You are educated. Your certification is in your degree. You may think of this as a ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of it as an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world." And the world Mr. Brokaw is referring to in his quote has become very complex and at times a challenging place to live in. Without doubt, we require more leaders both in public and private sector jobs, in all levels of government, and within our communities. So my charge to you is this. Although your university has no right to dictate to you the causes you will champion or the ideologies you will adopt, it does have the right to challenge each of you to go from this place and to make a difference. And this is in fact my challenge to you. It is a real substantive challenge to do something more than sitting back and letting your life unfold while you watch the show. You need to look no further than today's honorary degree recipient for a role model for your own future behavior. You can affect and lead change. You can have an impact on the lives of others, and you can and should try to make a difference each and every day. This is your day. Enjoy it. Go out and celebrate responsibly tonight, and get up tomorrow ready to go out and make a difference. Congratulations and best of luck, Lakers. Convocation is now dismissed.